To start our journey through big history, we looked at a website that shows us the size of everything in the universe, from humans to the smallest known things in the universe. This website gave me an understanding of how tiny and how large things are compared to humans on Earth. Looking through the scale of everything, we come to the largest known thing, the universe. 20 years ago, David Christian started a history course with colleagues from astronomy, geology, and many other disciplines. This history course started with the Big Bang, 13.7 billion years ago. He called it the Big History Project. During our journey through big history, we looked at some major thresholds of increasing complexity. The right ingredients plus the Goldilocks conditions equal this new complexity. The Big Bang occurred 13.7 billion years ago and was the beginning of our universe. To start off looking at the Big Bang, we looked at some scientists. Mine was Galileo Galilei, who was an Italian physicist, mathematician, astronomer, and philosopher. We then studied what happened just after the Big Bang by watching a video from the Big History Project page. This video was not that interesting, but we had to answer some questions about the video which made us understand the information more. We then had to complete an activity, and this is the PowerPoint made from the activity. Overall, Threshold 1, I found that there was a lot of scientific information that was very interesting, but I felt that we didn't do as many interactive activities, which meant that we weren't as involved in our work because we studied them in science. Therefore, we moved on to Threshold 4, Earth and the Solar System. I found that Threshold 4 was very fun to learn about, as we were able to get involved with all of the activities. Learning about how the Earth and the Solar System was made was fun, but a messy activity. The forces that create the Earth and the Solar System are gravity, accretion, and spinning. To model these forces, we put paint in the salad spinner, with one being lighter than the other two. The lighter paint went outwards, while the other two paints joined together a bit. When creating the Earth and the Solar System, the lighter elements went outwards, and the heavier elements joined together in the middle. Although this activity didn't work at first, near the end of the lesson we managed to create the right effect. In this threshold, we also learned about plate tectonics, including collision, subduction, convergence, and transform. We did an activity in class where we had to demonstrate the plate tectonics with our body. Because I didn't have evidence, I redid it at home. This is me demonstrating transform, when the plates rub against one another, convergent, when the plates buckle up and collide, and subduction, where the oceanic plate sinks below the continental plate. We did an activity in the pool for continental drift and how the continents were once a supercontinent called Pangaea. We moved the continents from Pangaea to how they are today. This was an excellent idea, as we could see how they have changed. During this threshold, we also looked at a video about convection currents in the mantle, and we had to pretend to be David Attenborough and speak during this clip. This was a great way of us to get thinking, and I thought it was a good short activity. 5. Life on Earth. To start this threshold, we learnt about living and non-living. We had to draw a picture with one half being living and the other half being non-living. We then discussed the features that distinguish living from non-living. We also went around the school and wrote a list of living things that we could see. Both of these things helped us understand living and non-living by getting us thinking when drawing and getting a breather from the classroom when going outside. We also watched a Simpsons movie on evolution, which was a change to the general David Christian Big History Project videos. This was great for us because the David Christian videos can sometimes be a bit boring. This Simpsons video explained evolution while being quite interesting and also being a bit comical as well with the way they portrayed evolution. We then watched a video of David Christian as a cartoon. This video was demonstrating the mini thresholds of life. It was cool how they showed this as a cartoon, and I liked watching it. We also took notes on this clip, and this helped us remember the information. And this is about each mini threshold of life. About adaptation, evolution, and natural selection, we watched some different clips from YouTube. This was a good idea, and they were all really different and were interesting to watch. The first one was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs trailer. This video was very interesting and funny to watch. We also watched Lego Evolution. I didn't enjoy this video as much, but it was okay to watch. The last video was a horrible history song, which got very catchy. After watching these 3 videos, it gave me a better understanding of adaptation, evolution, and natural selection. The activity we did was describing the many thresholds of life and how we came from single cells and then we branched out. We also learned about DNA and made some lolly DNA. This was a fun activity as it was lollies, so we got to eat them in the end. But it was also educational as we got to learn about DNA and the different amino acids that are on the backbones. That is all the thresholds that we learnt in Big History this term. I'm glad that I learned Big History as it has given me a big understanding of history, starting from the very beginning of the Big Bang. I thought all the activities were overall fun and interesting to do, and I've had a very productive term of